Okay. Let's see. Where should I go now? Do I do Hangouts now? Yes, kitty. Shopping. Yes. People. Enter. Conversation. People. Hey guys. Hey Carl. Carlisle. David, how you doing? Cajun. Let me see how I can get this going. Let's see. Are you there, Cajun?
I'm here.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Can't see you.
I'm sort of in the dark
Too
because
dark.
yeah. Let me put on a light somewhere. Okay, hang on.
Yeah. You were dark. I mean, you were in the dark big time.
Oh, that's because my wife is asleep and the light goes right to her bedroom.
Gotcha. Hey, Condragon. Condragon. Come on me. How you doing? Okay. Phil's in here. Hey, again. David. Chris. Callie. Hey, again. Yeah,
Oh, he's in here too? Good.
Phil's channel a while ago. So
Let me see if I can get Rich Callie in here too.
Over anyway. Are you gonna tell a spooky story?
I can tell you some good stories. My my dad told me a lot of spooky stories when I was a kid.
All right. Yeah. Contract. You want to jump up in here, one of me? You're gonna be talking about coin.
Let's see. There you are.
You put copper.
So far, we have 8 people in here. Wow, that is amazing for me. Hey, Coin Dragon. Hey, Phil. Coin Dragon's in here. David Carlisle. Richard. Show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. There we go. Let's see if I can get Rich in here too. Let's see. Let me kill some of these. So what's the subject today? We can talk about coins, and Well, there's so much to cover. The one thing I do want to cover today is how do I get, like some of the streams I've seen, they've got
Yeah.
the webcam working on them, small
Do you
window.
have Corn Dragon's email address?
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Rich Kelly.
You know what?
I'm gonna send an invite to Rich Kelly. See
So,
if
like,
it works. Let me see. Rich Kelly. Yes, he's in here. OBS. What is it called? I don't know what that means. OBS is, what is it called?
Yeah, he is. Can you hear me, Andrew?
Yeah, I can hear you. Rich, can you hear me? I see myself at the bottom.
I don't see him on that.
Somebody's phone just rang.
I'm gonna have to get out and
Oh.
get back on, I guess.
He says that I should get an OBS program so that I can have several cameras at one time on. So I want to do is a webcam that's built on my computer, my laptop. Then I want to put a scope so I can start showing coins that I have questions on or about. Because I have one port here open, and I have two on one on this side. So I only have two. I've got my mouse on the other one. He's CPU though. Yeah. How about can you do one where you just do a frame and hold a picture and then take it off and then put another one and freeze that frame? Would it use up the same CPU? Yes, I did send you a link. Best is top line gaming CPU. Am I using Streamlabs? I'm using Hangouts right now. It's the only thing I've got on here that has worked so far.
Hey, Hector.
Yes, sir. I've heard that Streamlabs is for Android or PC compatible. There you are. Yeah. Uh-oh. Did I lose you? I think I lost Cajun. Let's see, Cajun. Is he still in the room? Let's see. Yeah. Did your cam go offline? Okay, let me send you the invite again. Let's see. Let's see, another person. Rich. There we go. Copy, share, paste, invite. Invite. Okay, send it to you. Okay. Cajun has to refresh. Yeah, I remember that too. But I have your AOL account, and I sent it to you just now. There you are. Hey, Cajun, I see you back again.
Good. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I had to refresh the YouTube. I got out of the live stream hangout and rejoined. I'm like, I was talking and nobody could hear me.
What are we gonna do when Hangouts is no longer supported by YouTube? Is YouTube gonna be something else, software coming in to replace it?
There's something going on. CoinDragon knows more about it than I do. Me and Blues and Ken Peavy were talking not long ago about it. Me and Blues got in a real deep conversation about it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, like on the Q&A panel, on the Thursday night panel,
right?
They are trying different things, like between each other and stuff, like, well, we can't see it. So anyway, and they trying that out, to see which one's the better platform, with no expense, no cost, looking for something that's cost effective. There's a few good ones out there. And you can have 6 people, I think it is, or 7, no, 6 on one panel with no charge, no monthly fee. But we can get around that. Blues told me to get around that by the host of the Q&A, the host of the panel. He can hide himself, but still interact in the chat and all that. Hey, EBG, how's it going, morning?
Hey, EBG Hobbies. Glad you came in.
So there's a way around for the 7th person, because there's usually 6 on the panel, 5 to 7 on Thursday nights. CoinDragon, you still in here?
Hey, Coin Hunter, yeah. Cajun, can you send the link?
Yeah.
Can you send the link to Rich? Because I got you as my mod. Could you send the link to Rich Kelly, please?
To invite him in Hangouts?
Well, however, to get him in the conversation panel.
Yeah, in Hangouts.
Okay.
No, well, I'm on my phone. So
okay.
I don't think I can do it. And no, he just put his email address in there.
Right, and it's the same one that I've been sending it to. And there we go.
Oh, what?
No, I just heard. I thought I felt the rumblings and the earthquakes we have in California. When you hear,
man, don't scare me like that.
Yeah, when you hear creaking that loud, it's because the house is either settling or we had a little shake just now.
Right. What you do, Hector? Send Rich Cali. Send it to him in his email. The link for the Hangout.
Oh, okay. All right, I can do that. Let's see. Email.
And then Rich can get it through his email. That's usually I get it.
All right.
And then I just approved Al. His comment, I just approved him. So you can see his also. I mean, you have sending one.
Okay, let's try it. Okay. Let's see, Hangout. Let's see, link.
Okay. Let me see. Did Conrad answer me? No, I didn't see it. I was going to keep the conversation going.
Go ahead. I'm let me see.
No,
Yeah.
Keep it going while you're doing.
Okay, I sent it to him.
emails and stuff.
Got it sent to him.
Oh, found it buried. Boy, you almost cleaned up tonight in Richo's channel. Man, you won a couple times, 2 or 3 times. You know Richo's hunting treasure, Hector,
Yeah.
in Australia? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Found it buried was over there tonight. He won a few times.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
On the number guess. Okay, I just approved Al's again, oldies and goodies.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna send him a
Check his
link right
email
now.
out. Right. Okay, EVG, bonne nuit.
Oh, he's leaving?
EVG, yeah, he says,
Richard, you're here?
says he's gone.
Yep, I'm here.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, Rich.
So it seems better to email with the link, and it goes,
Right.
Where did you send it before?
right straight through the Hangouts.
Yeah, I never received it through Hangouts.
That is nice. Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
Tone. The only bad thing is that only 3 of us can see that coin. Me, you, and Rich. Come on, Coin Dragon. Please jump up in here. That way you can help us out with this technical stuff on getting the panel showing on the YouTube side.
Does Coin Dragon hear me?
I asked him if he was here earlier. He's in the chat, but
Okay.
I don't know if he's taking a break or
Because if
you know, like a bathroom break or something.
right. Anyway, so I was just thinking, that is a pretty coin. Dang. What year is that one, Rich?
What's that?
What year is that one? 1899.
Oh
Wow,
yeah.
that's nice. Thanks,
My
David.
grandma was born 1893.
My grandma was born in 1892. I'm sorry. Yes, 1892. My grandfather was born in 1888.
I think. Well, Dad told me. Wait a minute. Dad told me. Next time I go to the graveyard, I'll have to look at the year.
Well, you know how my name says.
81.
Uh-huh.
Wait, 81 or was it 85? My 2 grandmas, they died about 4 or 5 years apart. Okay, it might have been 85 she died. Nope. Yeah, about 85. So when she died, she was right at 90.
Okay, I
So
sent.
yeah, that would have been 1893.
I sent oldies and goodies. Albert, I sent him his link to this conversation.
Yeah, I know, Al. Al, I saw that. You won that channel round from Talking Bullion. No, oldies, we're having a problem with it. I mean, Al, we're having a problem with it. Or he's having a problem with it. He never did.
Resolve it.
Right. Resolve the issue.
Well, I sent oldies and goodies an email to him, and oh, there he is. There he is.
All right.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good.
Hey, you're still not presenting to the chat. It's still going only in Google. You're not presenting anything
know
to the
that.
chat. Okay.
Yeah,
We haven't figured it out yet.
that's one of my glitches in this side to figure out.
We were just talking about that, Al. And,
Yeah, but
like,
it's, like I said, I don't have the buttons like I did on Bill's stream, so I don't know, you're using a different chat program or something.
Yeah. Well, I got outgoing video 720p, incoming 720. In the general band, I've got integrated webcam, and it shows my little picture. Default for the microphone, the headphone, and the speakers. And it says report additional diagnostics to help improve Hangouts. Other than that, that's in the settings for. Let me see what this 3 dots mean. Share screen?
yeah.
No, we tried that before. It's just, I don't know.
Well, try it again.
Try to share Google Hangouts.
Yeah, share screen on your Google Hangout site. If you see the 3 dots that says share screen, try that.
And just give that a shot. Maybe it'll work.
Yeah, maybe. We hope. Let's
I
hope.
mean, I don't have any hopes on it, but
Now it says you're now screen sharing. And I've got Albert's up.
and you're not. Hold on, let me see if it comes up, which it didn't.
No, it's in Hangouts that I see him present.
Yeah, and I see now Cajun.
Well, I see me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's not presenting to YouTube, which it should be.
Now it's going to both in Hangouts now.
Yeah.
I see all 4 of you at the bottom, but it's switching out except for me now. This is frustrating.
Hey,
Well,
Solidarity,
every time,
anytime,
every time-
brother.
every time somebody talks, right now you're presenting me,
Mm-hmm.
but every time
Right.
somebody else talks, it goes to the other person, light up.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't see you.
I see me in YouTube. That's it.
Yeah, but you shouldn't see you on Google.
Right.
Just what you're sharing.
That's what we're doing.
And like I said, I still got the same controls that we had last time.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead
Hey,
and
Rich,
stop the screen sharing.
Yeah,
Rich, I got a question for you.
go ahead.
Okay, when you do the your live streams, are you able to add somebody in your Hangout?
Hey,
You know, I was so excited to be up, I really didn't look around too much.
Well,
okay.
I got to say something. Rich gave me credit for putting him on streaming, and I want to thank him for that, because even though I'm having problems with my side, I'm glad that someone else got the courage to go ahead and get on the screen again. And Rich gave me a shout out for that, so I'm really appreciative of that.
But
yeah, the best way is just to send the link through email.
Yeah,
Direct. Don't go through Google to send it, because that could take days, right?
right.
Especially you're talking YouTube.
That Morgan is really nice. I'm really impressed with it. $18.99. What I would like to get is a 1888 one and an 1892, and then give it to my grandkids, because that'll be their great grandmother's birth years and grandfather. Just to start them off on something. Something to start them off.
1892,
My grandfather. My grandmother, I'm sorry, my grandmother.
yeah, that's a good year too.
What I would like to find, and I can't find it at my dad's house, and he doesn't remember it for years, he hasn't remembered. But there's a 10 peso gold piece somewhere in the 1870s he had. This is on my mom's side of the family, and I wish I could find it.
It's nice.
A 10 peso gold coin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 90%, 95% gold or something like that.
Cool. Well, not so cool that you can't find it though.
Tell me about it.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But hey,
Like-
things.
like
It-
like
it-
my St. Gordon's double eagle, my uncle said I was going to inherit when he died, and I was living out of state at the time.
yeah.
And don't ask me what year it was, but it was a beautiful coin. I got to hold it, and he said, "Boo, I know you're in the coin collecting." He says, "When I pass away, this is yours."
Wow.
Well, I have some other cousins that went coin collecting too. We all coin collected together.
Hey, young coin hunter, welcome to the stream.
Hey, young coin hunter, what's up, little buddy?
Hey, Stacking Silver with D. How you doing?
Oh, he's been on for a little bit.
He's here too.
Yeah, but I'm so focused on the picture. I should be looking at the pictures and looking at the conversation. But I'll get used to it.
Yeah,
What?
just pop out your chat.
Well, I minimized.
What's 400?
I made the screen smaller so I can see the chat.
Stacking D, what's $400 right now?
Talking about the gold coin, and it's actually more than that.
My gold coin? That my uncle was gonna leave me? No, that was a 1 ounce
just-
coin. That was a
just-
double eagle.
Just the monetary value alone is worth more than the gold.
Yeah.
Oh, the gold peso he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's
So he's talking about this.
$400 is like a tenth of an ounce. That's about what you're gonna get, is about a tenth of an ounce. An ounce is gonna cost you a full 14 or 1500.
What is gold price right now?
I don't know, I have to look it up.
Is it like 1,400 or is it like 1,390?
14 something.
14 something today or yesterday.
Ooh,
Probably
Yeah,
1477, like that, 1877.
1877. That's nice.
Scrap load is exactly, where the hell are you?
That gold peso.
I gotta open the screen up more.
Stacking Silver. You saw a peso? Was it a 10 peso gold piece?
He was talking about the peso you was talking about.
Oh yeah. It's 10 peso. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look what Rich just put up there.
You know, the funny thing I heard about, I found out about Mexican coins versus, California versus, when is Louisiana Purchase and when the kind of coins they used. Even during the Mexican Revolution in 1910s to 1924, they minted almost by state their coins. So there wasn't a real national coin. There was, but it wasn't as valued as regional ones. And then when the regional guerristas won, their money became more valuable than the national money.
Yeah, when something gets demonetized.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, I come up with 1419. And I know that's spot right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I just remembered it being in the 14.
Okay,
14 and some change.
It went up
I
a
saw
little
that
bit.
this morning.
yeah, it's 1419 or so.
I couldn't say exact. I just said 14 and change earlier. A little over
Scrap?
14. You're right, Stacking D. Yeah, silver is slowly climbing. Hey, Arnie C, what's up, Marnie? That rhymes.
It does. As of the 26th, silver was 1640.
According to this, silver's at 1635. Diamond is 863. Palladium is 1511, and rhodium is 3295.
Hey, Rich.
Rhodium. Oh, I met a bull named Rhodium one time in the rodeo. He rodeoed me to death too, put out my back.
These places were at New York time at 5 p.m. when they closed.
Hey, Arnie C. Awesome.
Yep, that's what I was saying earlier. Arnie C, hey, mon ami.
Yeah, I've seen him a lot of times around.
And silver only went down like 2 cents, but gold went up $4.
I saw an article. Some guy, I don't know if he was hyping it up, but he said that silver might go up to $100 an ounce. Is that possible? I mean, it's possible, but I mean,
Well,
in a short amount of time.
Silver? No.
Yeah.
it depends.
If it does, it's going to be really quick and it's going to be volatile.
And drop.
Very, very
And
quick. It's going
Okay.
to drop. So if it ever makes it to 100, which it never has in history,
Uh huh.
it came close in 84, 86,
Uh huh.
86, it came close. I think it went up to like $77. So like
I think
that.
it was 82,
No.
83, something like that.
The second.
No, because they didn't come out with the silver eagles at that time. Because then it
Right.
dropped right back down from $4 an ounce,
Uh-huh.
or went back up to $70 an ounce. Then it dropped within a week of probably 4 days from 77 right back down to $5 to $6 an ounce. And then it stayed there all the way up into the 90s.
I didn't know it made it that high.
I didn't know that either.
Oh yeah, it did. It did. That's when I sold my silver, all my halves, and I bought a new pickup truck.
But
Shoot,
you
I
want
was all ready to do a big sale and I missed it. I'll be going.
You know what the sick part of it is? Gold was only $300 an ounce.
Yeah, right.
And
correct.
that-
300
that-
an ounce.
That did not really raise. That didn't raise at all. It was just the silver.
So what's making the price of gold fluctuate then right now?
The government, even though they say it's not.
It is.
Is it they're manipulating the dollar against it or what?
Doubt it.
Well,
There's
because-
a lot of
Because that's
on
what
it.
some economists say
It's a
about China
big
doing the same thing.
controversy about that.
Yeah,
Right.
I was reading a few things on gold on speculation. The guy says that right now should be the time to be buying gold because it might go to 2,000 this year. And I'm going, I don't know about that.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah,
You just gotta wait to find out.
1640 an ounce for what?
gold
Silver.
silver.
Is that what I said it was?
No, but that's what probably Stacking Silver just said is 1640, and I checked it out too,
Yeah.
and it was 1640 when I checked
Depends on
too.
what website you go
Yeah, that's another thing too.
It's only usually up by a couple pennies or whatever.
to. They can do with Don.
I'll go back to scrap silver.
Well, even Ernest,
If you got 1,000 ounces or 5,000 ounces, a nickel here or there,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
you know,
it's gonna affect
Yeah,
your.
that-
yeah. If you need to sell, that nickel doesn't matter. If you need to sell 1,000 ounces,
Well, even
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean it does now. That the nickel makes a difference on 1,000 ounces. But
Yeah,
if you in favor of the plus 5, the plus on the nickel on the price, then it's in your favor.
see, Stacking Silver and Arnie C. They said make some good points where they say gold to silver ratio is the lowest it's been in a bit, and then 1640 at two different places. He said that Coinflation app and JM Bullion to find the prices 90 to 1, right? I guess they're
Well,
talking
that's
about
what
gold to silver, I guess.
We're worried
9-to-1
about
ratio, right?
Yeah.
we're worried about the silver because of the Chinese ever does it. It's
Uh-huh.
gonna change the market drastically because they own a lot of silver.
Well, my
It
cousins,
depends on who dumps a lot of silver on the market.
yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
If a
Lake
private
House, how you doing?
investor or Lake House is in here. All right.
Yeah.
What's up, Lake House Beach?
Yeah,
Well,
like that.
me, Northern, bro. No, they're not dumping on the market right now. But if
Hey,
somebody
Lake House.
would dump, a private corporation, private investors would dump, say,
Yeah.
3 million ounces of silver, guess what? Price of silver is going to drop.
Well, it's just like mining operations. When the silver they dump silver, they start production again because it may be easier to get all the new ore out. It may cost them production, but they might make up the money up when the prices go back up again when people rebuy. But that's a possibility.
Turns into a big recession again.
Well, that's what they say in Mexico. I mean, I've got a few family members that are economists, and they're not.
Recessing, repression.
Yeah. Well,
And we're not looking for stimulus because all that does is ruin the economy even more.
right.
Yeah.
You know,
Bail out the big banks for
Yeah.
billions of dollars instead of, hey,
Hey,
help the poor man out.
keep printing that crap. Yeah, that's helpful.
hey, Cajun and Rich and Albert. When my dad was
Yes.
I was growing up in my dad's house, he was able to pay off his house that we grew up in, bought a ranch, paid it off, put a barn on it, paid it off, put a house on the ranch and paid it off, and then put us through 12 years of private school and still paid his taxes. I don't know how that man did it on $8.25 an hour.
He worked hard. Yep.
Well, he that's no doubt. But man, my mom didn't work. She stayed at home.
He
had to.
He found a
Yeah,
gold
yeah.
mine that he didn't tell you about, and he left the treasure map. You need to go find that treasure map.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, the equity that we have in the property now, because Dad passed away last year, I haven't sold it yet. But where my town is growing, it's all going that direction. And I've had people already tell me, and they lowball me. Of course, they're trying to buy my dad's property for 20 cents on the dollar. But I guess they knew that what's coming that one direction because there's a new school going there. They just built a brand new school across the street. It's like there's this little ranch in between all these other places. And I was talking to one guy about him trying to sell it. So I told him, and I was serious. I told him, you give me $800,000 for the property, and you can have it. The guy thought about it. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I didn't know you were.
Oh no, just that he kind of flinched a little bit, but he came around and say he might do it. I go, no.
Hey, Ernie. No, my parents bought the house that we have in 1976.
Mm-hmm.
It's early 1908, 1909 that type house. It came with a flat roof. So we had a lot of remodeling done and all over the years. Got a regular peaked roof, blah blah blah, upgrades, electrical, the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
They paid $26,000 for that house back in 1976.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
For then, it was actually a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what it's worth
Yeah.
today?
Probably about 300,000.
300, 3 and a quarter.
32,000.
What?
What?
That's how bad our economy is in the city here. You want to talk about lowball? They bought a campground on the water for $3,000 back in the 60s. They sold it here in 2000, somewhere around there. They sold it for $10,000. Now that property there that they did have that was on waterfront, goes right out to Lake Ontario on an inlet. It's like $100,000 for that property.
Wow.
This is that. Yeah.
The house that we live in, Dad bought it for $5,500 on a GI Bill after World War II. Moved in 55, Mom moved in 56, and sold the house in 1986 for $70,000. In 1986, Dad had built the house. Now the house is worth $195,000. Same house.
But the house in Florida, because of the hurricanes, they raised the prices on the lots.
Uh-huh.
What do you want to call it? I bought the house for $68,000. Just a ranch type deal, 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the hurricanes and all the damage that it created, they decided to up all the mortgages, or you could take out another second mortgage and get $128,000 for that home. That's how much that home's worth now.
Well,
Of course, she couldn't make the payments because I gave her the house because that's what she wanted. But she lost it after about 2 years because she did the second mortgage thing. She would have left it alone. It was only $600 a month.
Yeah,
guess.
that's what normally eats people.
Uh-huh. What was that again, Rich?
That's normally what gets people is doing that second.
Well,
Yep.
I sent my last full payment this week on my house.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Just
Thank
got to pay tax now.
Yeah,
And you got to pay your own insurance now.
yeah. I haven't retired yet,
Because it was,
so I'm still working.
well, it was originally coming out of your mortgage, right? Your insurance is for the
Yeah.
house and all
Well,
that happy stuff.
yeah, my wife's pretty happy that we're finished paying the house off in 30 years. We did, we had a few medical issues in 10, 15 years ago, so that's paid off too. So finally that we're gonna have a little bit more breathing room. As soon as September 1st rolls around, we're planning to have a little bit of a celebration here at the house. Just family, friends, they get together and we're gonna burn the deed. Burn the deed.
Oh,
That's great.
Thanks, Second.
Congratulations.
Second Silver says congrats. The 1934 series, is that a $1 bill, silver certificate, Stacking Silver?
it ain't. Why would that be worth $50?
Well, I don't know. It could be a $20 bill because we talked about a few bills.
Sounds like a silver certificate. Godless no,
Yeah.
which doesn't really that value unless it's knit. I don't see $50. Show it to me.
No, I don't have it. It's I think it's his $50 he's asking for. But I had a Virginia Bank of Virginia, Richard Virginia bill was 1934. Nope, a regular 1934 series $50 bill. That's what he says.
Oh, $50 bill. I thought he. Okay.
Okay.
I thought he was asking $50 for a 34 series. It's like no.
Let me see what
That's $50.
almost gem. Almost gem.
Almost gem. Does that mean it's got bent quarters or it's been bifolded?
What's the condition it's in, Silver D?
Does even one crease completely?
Yeah, I noticed that even if it has a crease, it devalues the value of the bill.
Even if it's on the ends too, because usually they get bent over.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they ran it through a machine.
That's another thing too. The other day I went to the bank and asked for 25 $1 bills.
Yeah.
And the marks didn't show up, but I got 25 bills in consecutive sequence numbers, and they're brand new bills. So when they asked me, and I never heard the term before, do you want them strapped or do you want them machined? I go, I didn't understand. So I said, machine's fine, I guess. I didn't know the difference at the time. And so I had these 25 crisp in sequential numbers, $1 bills, 25 of them. Had I known that, and I looked at the first numbers, I would have said, maybe I'll take the strap ones, But then when you pull out the $1 bills, they've got that little clip on there, so when they put it on there, it's got a crease on the paper bills now.
Well, sequential bills are good, depending upon the rarity of it. And the biggest thing is the star notes or special numbers, like binary, trinary, stuff like that, or
Right.
lower numbers.
Uh-huh.
So really sequential is not a big deal unless it's 100 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That it hasn't been in circulation and it's a mint condition.
Or
And that's where
how
you
or how about when they're a trinary? I haven't gotten into currency yet, but trinary numbers and
trinary is the easiest numbers to get. But
oh really?
like I said, it's easier. It would be nice if it was a low trinary number. You know, like or number. Well, you can't. It would be binary. 0 0 0 0 1 1 1. You know, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're talking currency right there. But then you get birthdays and stuff like that. People will buy them because it's a birthday.
Right.
You make a few bucks off that too.
Like, what would it be for like a birthday? It's a $1 bill.
Special celebrity birthday that somebody does.
Oh really?
Those usually they sell on YouTube, on that eBay. But I don't do currency. I keep telling everybody that. Because to me, you might make a buck, you might not. You know, it's like I just throw it back in or I give them to somebody.
Well, I got my son-in-law
Like
interested.
Starnotes, you can look up the Starnotes, you know, currency.com or something like that. Was it mycurrency.com? It'll tell you the run size, so it'll tell you the rarity of it.
Yeah, you know, I did a few of them. Even when I see someone going through their star notes
What you say? Look. No, I was telling. Where do you go? Disappear?
no, I'm still here.
Who, me? I'm here.
Yeah, there's You're freezing up.
Me? There we go.
Yeah, but you're freezing up. But keep talking now. Currency.
No, actually, the kid does it on his own.
You want to hear something funny? You got to hear how many kids.
That kid's got more money than I got.
Yeah, well, he lives out in the country. He's got a lot of opportunity for
Making money?
jobs and stuff. So for kids,
Yeah, but I'm talking at 13 years old. Yeah, I had a lot of jobs too. Babysitting.
All right, Stack and D.
Hello.
one of the first coins I bought.
Dang. A USB?
I can hear you, Heck.
Nice penny.
That's a nice roof.
Yeah, I got the tone ones are gorgeous.
He's doing these.
Connection's unstable. Can you guys hear me now? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me now? David can hear me. Cajun, can you hear me? Richard? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Let's see. I wonder if I should invite again out of Hangouts. Keep this open. Let's keep going. Let's see. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Let's try one more time. Let's see. Lake House, you can hear me, but I can't get the rest of the guys. The ones who are on my panel. Let me see. No. Let's try this again. Nope. Try this one more time. Let's see if he answers. Okay. My modem? It's wireless, Richard. So you can hear me on the YouTube side, Coin Hunter. Let's see. Let's try this side. That little plus sign. Let's see. That one. I have the names, but it does all the 400 houses here in this neighborhood and across the street, which is another 300 houses. It's a pain in the neck. Yes, I'm trying to, but it won't let me start it. Okay, I'm starting Hangouts again. I don't see anything else. Still hanging at that time. I wonder, it's 2:00 in the morning. I wonder if we had the same problem last time that we had issues at the same time. Cajun, do you remember? I can hear you on the tube side. Huh, and here it shows that I am. Let me close this again. Take that out. Let's see again. YouTube, video editor, Word, media player. Okay. Hangouts, let's try it again. Okay. Video call. Let's see. Enter. Let's try again. You guys see me? Just rejoin the call. That's what I'm trying to do. And I am calling you back. Okay. Invite people. Let's see. CH. Okay. Rich. Hey, can you guys is this a new one, that the new when I do this, does it have to be a new one? Let's see. Okay, it says 3 of them there. Okay, I'm in Hangouts. Where are you guys? Okay. I heard somebody.
Never mind. I should have figured it was Hector.
There we go.
You're
Whoa. We still here? Doggone it. Okay, now we have 4 people in here. Okay, am I here?
Claire.
Are we here? Oh my goodness.
about my knowledge.
Do you know what's going on? I just figured it out that at this time.
You got something up?
Well, no, I got everything turned off. The TV's off. My phone's off. The only thing is I got working right now, and my wife is not on right now because she's asleep. The only thing I have on here is my laptop.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, well, we've been having problems with our internet, but I've had technicians. I had 3 or 4 technicians come over here, and then on Thursday, we had a technician from Comcast, which is the competing internet
I know what
provider.
it is.
What is it?
I know. I know what it is. The Comcast. I used to work cable companies. I used to sub to them.
Oh no! Don't tell me they're the worst.
Comcast
Yeah.
sucks. And sucks.
Mm.
But anyways, what they can do is put an amplifier if they're having problems with getting reception.
Uh-huh.
They can put an amplifier at your box.
Okay.
Or they can change out your cable. Or they can change out your cable from the pole, unless you're underground,
We're
to an
under.
RG6 to
Yeah.
a bigger cable.
Yeah. We're underground right now. All our wires are underground.
Well,
If you plan on doing these chats and stuff, it might be worth upping your internet a bit to a faster speed.
yeah, but he's got cable modem, which is automatically faster speed, so he's having problems with getting signal.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a bad line in the ground. So what you do is you get a technician to come out and put a new line in, or just put a temporary line in, and see if it makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Just lay it over the top of the ground, because is it rear easement or is it in the front?
It's in the front.
So you might be running over and driving over it.
And are you wireless right now?
Yes, I am.
So you might go get a cable and plug it in and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, because you got lousy picture.
You just might be too far away. Sometimes just being on the wrong side of the modem makes a difference.
I'm only 6 feet from it.
Wow.
Just plug in that Ethernet cable to it instead of using the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It might make a big difference for you.
But it's not going to change anything except you'll be directly wired to the modem.
Right. I'll set that up.
We're only hearing you half the time.
That's not
And
good.
it's like the more you run, or the more you we just start losing you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like freezing up, and that could also be the computer. It might not be the freaking. It might not be the cable modem and all that.
He is on an older laptop.
That's probably running through the processor, which is running it slower.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if your video and audio running through your processor and not through your card and everything.
I could not. I couldn't tell you that.
Will amp. No, if you don't know until you freaking try a new system, it's like, oh
Right.
my god. My older system I just retired is 12 years old. 15 now, and I just retired this in November and got this big, huge system. Oh, what a difference! What's that?
What'd you get?
It's a home built system my nephew built for me with a $500 video card. It's got 5 fans in it to keep it cool. It's got 1 terabyte of RAM, hard drive. It's got 64 megabytes of RAM or something like this, gigabytes. Yeah, it's loaded. The brand name of the computer board is a Ryzen 5, which is an AMD chip 5.
Right. That's actually the name of the chip.
Yeah, okay, that's the chip that's in it. There's a Ryzen or Ryzen, whatever.
Cool.
I did have the name of the board, but I can't think it offhand. I could probably look here.
Is it Asus? Asus?
It's Repub something. And it's got pretty lights in it. I got LED lights going around it. I keep turned off anyways. Oh, it's a beautiful system.
Well, I built mine a couple years ago, well, almost 6 years ago. But it still competes with everything out there right now. I've got 2 processors, Xeon processors. I run 2 video cards. They were almost $1,100 a piece.
I believe that. I know the one I wanted was $1,100.
Yeah.
What is? Oh, my. It's a Strix. It's a Strix. It's the $500 board, and they're still new. They still selling it.
Yeah, it's actually Asus. ASUS.
Is that,
Strix is their upper end boards.
that's a Strix video card. It's got the ear tubes and everything on it. He said like $500.
Yep.
And he built
Probably a 1070.
Yeah, he built the. Can I look on the video? Oh, I can look on the video thing, can I?
Yeah, it'll probably say.
Let's see.
Most of them are pretty obvious with that stuff when they're that high end.
It would be the NVIDIA settings. Right.
Yeah, if you go to About on Windows, if you click on Settings and then click on System, down at the very bottom is About.
I'm sorry, that's my display. All right, do it. Click on display, which would be in the.
Okay, let me start over for you. Go to,
I'm
go to Start.
new to Windows 10, so I've been trying to learn this Windows 10 for like 6 months now.
Yeah, if you right click on the Start button, you'll see Settings.
Yep.
Click on Settings.
That's what okay, I remember. Now, system, right? Just
Right. And then down at the bottom, you'll see About.
Yep, About. There you go.
Yep, and that'll tell you under Device Specifications.
Everything's, there we go. The AMD Ryzen 5 2600 6-core processor, 3.6 gigahertz. 16 gigabytes RAM. Okay, that was a little, that's all that's in there. It's a R3CM8DL model desktop.
Cajun's back.
There you go.
Yeah, it sounds like you did a good job.
64-bit operating with a 64 base processor. And of course, no touch and all that crap.
Yeah.
What else we got here?
That's pretty much it.
Version, okay, 10 Pro, version 1803. And of course, it's not, I don't have the legal version where you activate your Windows because it's.
Nobody does.
Nobody does, I know.
Nobody.
That is so annoying sometimes when you're doing chat. You type it,
There's a thing you can do to get it to stop.
but, okay, it did tell you the storage, right? It's
Yeah.
232 gigabyte.
Cool.
I thought it was 1 terabyte. I've already used 113 gigabytes with videos that I've been making. There's like 250 of them. So I could probably do another 250 before I run out of space.
Well, I still have 819 gigabytes free on the storage.
I've got 85 terabytes.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
since you're doing live streams, you're never gonna. I mean, you're not doing videos. You're never gonna have anything on your system. Everything's gonna be up in the
Cloud.
cloud or on YouTube. Where I save everything goes into video, and I save the videos are saved on my computer.
Yeah, see, I'm a video editor, and I've got so much videos that I still have to edit of my kids and when I was young and stuff. That's why I got this computer, because I realized the computer I had would never be able to be fast enough to make the videos in my lifetime. So I got a much better computer.
Yeah, I don't go into my settings much unless I have to try to take a stupid program that I decided to download and install. So I very seldom have to do that because I hardly ever download any program.
And Windows 10 is pretty good.
I'm used to 7, and I miss XP. I hated Vista, but they stopped Vista working Vista.
Yeah, I like Vista too.
And I was fortunate enough to get 7 on my laptop that was 12 years old. But that had a dual processor in it also, but everything was running through the frickin' chip.
Yeah.
the sound and video, so it's dogging everything out. If you
Well,
watch-
you've got a good processor for doing the streaming.
Yep.
It's a 6-core.
If you watch my older videos, you can you can tell the difference. But even though I had even the cameras, I was using a cheap ass $20 Logitech, and those are crappy videos. So Hector, when are we gonna fix your problem with freaking showing the chat? What's going on in here?
Yeah.
How about talking to TLT? Maybe he can help you because
Yeah, I heard he's pretty swift on the computer stuff.
he knows how to get around and do things.
Maybe we'll sit
He's
down, talk to him, and see what he says.
You know, I was having trouble with my OBS because I run OBS. That's why my videos come out good because I'm using two to three cameras. Plus,
Mhm.
I'm using all sorts of other sources. I'm not just sharing one screen. I'm sharing multiple screens.
Yeah, I'm trying
And
to
that's
look.
what's.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I don't think your laptop can do OBS. Mine could not at all. Period.
I wouldn't think so.
Well, I'm trying to find the specs on this.
Do you have
Yeah.
Windows 10?
I'm sorry.
Do you have Windows 10?
Yes.
Okay. To find the specs, you right-click on the start button,
Yep. Do exactly what I just did.
Okay.
and then choose Settings.
Yeah, it's the gear right above the start menu.
You see it?
The settings. Yes. Windows settings.
All right.
Yeah. Then System.
Okay.
It'll be your first choice. And then at the bottom on the left is About.
You got to scroll down.
Got it.
Click on that, and it'll tell you your specs.
It says that it is a Intel Core TM Core i5 6200U CPU at 202.30 gigahertz to 2.4. It's got
So
RAM
that's not bad.
It doesn't sound bad at all.
What's your RAM?
8 gigabytes.
I think that will actually run OBS, but just.
And it's a 64-bit with a x64 based processor.
Yeah, that's what your iPhone is. Does it say if it's 2 cores?
It's 2 what?
Is it 2 cores or 4 cores?
Let me see. It just says
It should be
no.
right where the processor is.
Yeah, the processor says it's Intel R Core TM i5 6200U CPU. So I think it's a single one.
Yeah, I'm not up to date on the i5 numbers very much anymore.
What is it to down? i7, i9?
What's that?
The processor to an i9 now or higher?
I'm not sure if they've made it to i9. I went with Xeon processors, so I kind of got away from all of that.
It
But
does.
I did get the very first i7 ever about 11 or 12 years ago.
It says that I have the Windows 10 Pro version 1803 installed on 5/30/2018, and it has OS operating system build 17,134.885.
Yeah, that's just the Windows, the type of Windows you have and where it's updated to.
Mm-hmm.
So the important part is the RAM. If you had 4, I don't think you can run OBS, but I do think you can just run it. But I think running a second camera would do you in.
Okay.
So that kind of defeats your purpose.
And now I'm trying to figure out, how do I find out if I can install more RAM?
Message me with your specs again in an email,
Okay.
and I'll look it up for you.
All right.
So it's fairly easy to do it. Most of the laptops. Give me the brand and model number of your laptop, and I'll find out for you.
It's a Dell.
Normally they can take 16.
It's a Dell 17-inch monitored laptop.
What's the model number?
All right, let's see. I need to go back where it showed.
It should say it right below your screen, right on your physical computer.
Not in the program, on the computer.
No, on the computer, right below the screen.
If not, then you gotta go to the model number in the back on the tag.
Okay, I'm
Serial
gonna
number,
turn you
model
guys on the
number.
side.
Yeah, because they have tag and service numbers, right?
Yeah, he found a website that sells computers
Mm-hmm.
that they have like package deals, and that's what he bought. But I guess he couldn't get the one that I wanted.
Well, it doesn't have anything in the bottom. It's an Inspiron Dell computer.
Is there any numbers by Inspiron?
Nope, but it's a 17-inch
on the-
monitor. But when we did the here we go. Inspiron 5759.
How about
IS.
turning the computer around and looking at the serial number on the back?
Well, that'll do it. That number gets me what I need. So send that to me in an email, and I'll find out how much the RAM is and how to install it for you.
Now the 64-bit operating system, is that instead of a 32? I know that's half of that.
Right. 64 is pretty much what they all are these days. 32 was about 5 years ago.
Okay.
You go further back, you gotta get dual. Oh, yeah, this says dual or single on my RAM. It's dual or single. I don't have to have dual. Where back in the day where you had to have two of the same chip to make it. I can actually put any size chip in it, and it automatically reads it.
Yeah, but there's a thing called pairing.
Pairing, right?
And yeah, that board probably is a quad board. So if you have 4 of the same,
Yeah.
it actually boosts the RAM quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it's not. You don't have to do it that way. For mine, I've got 16
Yeah, that's what mine.
16 slots for RAM.
Oh, really? Oh, you got a. You got a.
Mine
You got a
workstation.
warehouse.
Yeah,
You got a warehouse computer.
it's pretty fun. It makes a little bit of noise though, but because of all the fans.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. It does everything for me in real time, even 4K editing.
Yeah, like I said, I got 2 fans on the video card. I got 3 fan, one on the chip, 1 on the back, and then 1 in the front. So that thing's cooling down every which way you can think of.
So, Cajun is going.
Is he leaving?
What's that? Cajun's leaving?
No.
Cajun left.
Food did me. Take care. Oh yeah, he is
Oh,
leaving.
yeah, we did. We just left.
Yeah, he said he was
All right.
eating.
Later, Cajun.
Okay, so I have installed RAM 8 gigabytes.
Yeah, and I think you'll be able to get to 16. I'll
I
just
don't,
have to look it up for you.
Okay. And
I
then it
don't
has
see
a.
why not.
Do you need to know the
Okay.
device ID and the product ID?
There's a service number and a tag number, and it's probably in You probably have a folder that says Dell somewhere in your folders,
Yeah.
and you can find it that way. And it's also normally on the back of the computers, but I don't know about the laptops.
Right.
But I should be able to figure it out just from that model number you said.
Okay. And it does say that it's a 64-bit operating system.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what, they still do have 32, but they're pretty old or very cheap.
64-bit just means it's dual processor.
No, that's actually the what your motherboard is running. The bus and stuff that everything plugs into runs 64-bit.
See, that's what mine is, a 64-bit.
Yeah, but most of them are these days.
And that's a Dell also. Probably the same damn system.
Huh.
Okay, so I'll email you this information. I wrote it down already.
Alrighty, yeah, it'll be easy enough for me to figure out. I know where to look for everything. I bought a lot of Dells for family.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's time for me for a new one.
Well, if that's a good choice if you're going to be doing streams because your quality is really low.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that you're not running very many frames a second.
But if you want to get by, you're doing just fine getting by. Next step is you need to get a better computer. If you want to get right on, is just go to Walmart and buy a $300 computer. You know, not a laptop.
Yep, that's the key.
And you got all new technology, everything in there, enough to do your video, blah, blah, blah. You probably won't have enough, you know, as much ports. You won't have a great video card, blah, blah, blah. But then work on a system or something later on that you want to get right into it.
Yeah, I've seen. I get offers and rewards because I bought. This is my third Dell, and they're giving me like 40% off if I buy a new one and turn this old one in.
Well, that could be pretty worth it. Let me know when you're ready and how much you want to spend, and I'll do some shopping for you and tell you what to look for.
Okay.
Want me send you the? I'm not blue in the freaking chat. Do we have chat on here?
Yeah, I saw it.
No, that's invite people.
Ozart's here.
3 bots.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Ozart, how you doing?
All right, let me go down here and see if I can find it real quick. I'll show you where you picked up my system from.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, they're right here. Extra PC. I think that's it.
I'm doing okay, Ozart. Oh, I see it. Wow, comes up here.
Yeah, I think you click. I think, yeah. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, show message. Now let me click on it.
Okay. I saw it come up, but it went away.
Site can't be reached. Never mind. Try running Windows Diagnostic. Reload. No, I'm not going to reload.
Yeah, that one didn't work for me either. I was able to grab it and put it on,
Well, I'm wondering.
but it didn't come up. It needs to, it says the issue.
Yeah, I know, but what if I just. Hold on. Open link, a new tab. It's a redirect notice. But we'll just do this right here. Probably because that was the page that we bought it at. Let me see if I can get a virus on my system. Just kidding.
That's gonna take good luck.
I was gonna be a little serious here.
Well, the site can't be reached.
Nope.
The IP address is gone. All right. I think that's the one it was. Maybe they went out of business.
You were their biggest customer.
Apparently. No, because I was still getting on it afterwards. I don't know. Redirecting. Okay. Where are we at? That's so many fucking things.
Seems like every 8 months.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It seems like every 8 months, computers come out with a new, better bang for the money, and keeping up is like.
Oh, this. Never mind. Let's try this one. I'm
Okay.
just gonna click it.
It just came up.
This is it. Okay, let me see if I can shorten it up a little bit. Go back home. There we go. And you can build your system the way you want to build it. Okay, that I don't know what that other site was. Don't go to it.
No, I'm not.
I'm still watching it.
Well, I mean, I got links that go back years, you know. All right, try this one. I mean, that's the problem. I got to clean up my freaking favorites list. Just that little tiny
Newegg.
one.
I've heard of them.
Newegg.com.
The previous to sending you Newegg, return to previous page.
I actually bought some of my parts from them.
That's what I have to do is build it from the ground up. The way and that's what Christmas. And just click on that and what brand you want. You want a home version? Something like that.
Yeah, that's a nice way to.
Oh, that's operating system. My bad. But yeah, they got software too.
Yeah, I see that.
Let's see, electronics, no, components. Yeah, CPUs and processors. So if you pick a processor for, let's say, a desktop model, okay, and then you put down like mine's an AMD Ryzen. All right. You can check multiple ones. i9, you want to do the i9 instead?
Yeah.
And you want to do AMD or Intel?
What has better reviews? I've always had an Intel, and AMD seems to be rising better.
All right. We want at least 6 core or quad?
Quad.
Quad. Okay. CPU, Intel, or AMD?
Let's try AMD.
I don't see.
Let's
I
try.
was gonna say I don't see a difference between either of them.
Let's try AMD this time.
Okay, we're gonna go. You can go refurbished too, but we're gonna go new.
I always go new.
All right. Operating frequency. 2.0 to 2.49 would be fine.
Yep.
Okay. And then the price for $100 to $200 because you know it's going to be at least $500 system plus, right?
Right.
And what's this core name, Chip?
Well, the cores, you're probably better off going with the 6. A little better
Go with the 6.
streams.
Go with the 6.
Yeah,
That's what I'm using.
because they're not that expensive these days, thanks to AMD coming back with some absolutely killer processors.
And see, they even tell you there's 351 cores, 6 cores available right now in their stock. Quad core, they got 995. Triple core, they only got 12, you know, because they're obsolete. 8 core, 223. Well, I guess there's an 8 core. But I guess just click power search, right? See.
I think it goes to 28 now. I mean, they've got huge ones.
It doesn't list it here. And then you can pick your seller, or no, where is it? All right, I'm just going to click power search. Okay, here we go. We got Verizon series. What's going on? Let me just click all this crap. Oh yeah, they go up to 32 core.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can get dual ones on some systems.
What is it?
So you end up with 64.
Let's just check one. Let's
They're pretty expensive. They're in the thousands of dollars.
we'll just look at the 6 core.
A 6 core is really all you need. But now this is a build it yourself, right? They send you all the parts.
Yep, they send you everything that you need, and you can pick up the brands. Let's say for manufacturer AMD, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right, and the core or Ryzen 5, A6 7th generation, A6 series, F6000 series. I could have sworn it gave you a variable on it on each one of these. Ryzen 9. Well, they got a Ryzen 9 and a 7. Anyways, you see what I'm doing here? Or, I mean, on your page, whatever you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess once you select them all, then it's going to show you brands. I thought they already give you brands. Probably not doing this right. Oh, you can actually see if these sellers have that you prefer. Newegg DDR4. Does DDR sound better for memory types?
DDR. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the newer series.
We'll go with the DDR4. Whatever.
It says featured sellers there. Dell's one of them. Office Depot and Zoro.com and Dyson.
See, I don't know what this hyper transport is.
Yeah.
FS thermal design manufacturer. I'm lost.
Well, you lost me now.
Well, there's a lot of stuff to do with the motherboard and stuff, and their AMD has created the higher core count processors, allowing people that are buying low range and mid to low range computers that have more than 4 processors, and that's what Intel has been stuck on for so long. They've had the ability to do more, but they had nobody going against them. But now AMD has come in and just absolutely slaughtered them on price. They're half the price of the Intel chips.
Okay, let me look.
Well, I'm going to take it step by step. I'm going to take a hardwire and plug it in and see if that makes a difference. If it doesn't, then we'll go.
You will see a difference.
Yeah. I just have to move my location from here to over there now.
And the other thing is bandwidth. Depending on what your internet connection is, you might have a really low upload. And if you do, then you're not able to send a very big signal. And
Right.
that could be the reason.
Yeah, we've had technicians out here galore, even from other companies that use the same. If for some reason my house right in front is the main central board for all 3 companies. There's a central switching for fiber optics, for hardwire DSL, and for coaxial cable for 3 different companies.
So fiber optics is normally the better, but I think they can play so many games with this stuff. It's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm. Well, if
What, knowing that, Albert?
Field services.
I think he's reading something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find where I'm
So Hector,
There's a spot where they actually sell the whole system, and this is what you get with it. And right now, all I'm doing is seeing processors on sale. The Ryzen AMD 5 is $200 bill. Whatever this combo is, I guess for the, I don't know. But I'm looking for just sales, strictly.
so you're looking for pre-built?
Yeah, pre-built system that you build anyways. You got to build it anyways.
Are you up to building a computer, Hector?
I'm up to it. Sure. I've done it before. A long time ago. A long time ago, but I've done it before.
If you've done it before, then it's no big deal.
It's actually gotten a lot easier. Just
Yeah.
depends on your
Yeah.
case and everything now. The only thing that was different on it, they got the hard drive separated from the inside of the computer to the other side of where the board hooks up.
Mm-hmm.
Comes through that way. But I have three spots for hard drives. And they're tiny hard drives too. Well, tiny, but size doesn't matter.
I have 7 in a computer.
But yeah, I don't see where. Let me just. Build system.
Because Hector, you really don't need that much. What other computer things do you do?
Oh, I've done computers that daisy chained them over at school. What else? I've added a second hard drive. I've done.
Actually, I meant, what are your needs on your own personal computer?
Oh, basically, I just use it for mostly schoolwork.
So you don't need much. So streaming would be the biggest part of it.
For this new hobby, yes.
Yeah. For $400 to $500, you could really set yourself up nice. Do you already have a monitor?
Not a newer one. I have. Matter of fact, I'm throwing some old monitors away. The old tube. My son has one. No, but he's using it for his projection for his work.
Well, there's stuff too. I was just curious if you already had that, you could spend less money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I found my video card. It's actually got 3 pins in. I'm sorry. It's an Asus ROG Strix GeoForce RTX 2070.
Oh, nice.
DirectX 12. He plays video games. That's why he bought it.
Yeah, that's a really good one too.
So it's 2070 08 gaming video card, $529.
And it should be a 6 gigabyte card, I think. So those are pretty good.
It says 12 something here, but 12 ROG.
I'm not sure on that one.
Let me just click it. All right. You say
It should
gigabyte?
have gigabytes behind it.
8 gigabyte, 256.
Oh, good. That's more than I thought they had.
And 18 millihertz. And of course, it's a PCI Express 3.0, of course. They only give you, I think there's 2 slots for that, isn't there, or just 1?
Depends on which system you have. Sometimes they have up to 4 and still have room for other things. Mine has 9 slots.
Yeah, this one takes up a lot of room, so it probably only 1, or if I went to a different video code.
Hey Richard, do you use a desktop or laptop?
I use desktop. I actually have a pro workstation.
Yeah, it's a warehouse station.
Yeah, it's a monster.
It's a monster.
Because I have a desktop that's pretty old. My son had probably when he was in high school or in college. He got it when he was in college, so that's what 8 years ago. I've had a friend of mine who took one that was a pretty old case, but he gutted it out and made some new foundations, is what he calls it, and he rebuilt the whole thing into a he plays gaming. In other words, he's really into gaming, on the internet and streaming and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I game. Because I'm bedridden.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little limited on what I can do.
Uh-huh.
Some of the games that I play actually let me do the four-wheeling that I used to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not cartooned at all. It looks just like you're looking at a movie with real people. It's really cool. I run a 4K monitor. Well, actually, I have two monitors, but I only use the one for my gaming. And it allows me I even get to go to where I used to go four-wheeling. Lions back in Moab, Utah. Moab up in Tahoe.
Mm-hmm.
All these places that I've been to so many times, four-wheeling in my 1968 FJ40 Land Cruiser that I had about 10 grand invested into for rock crawling. And I used to take my family once a month to do the four-wheeling trips, and every other weekend we were doing camping with our tent trailer, and I used to have a lot of fun. And then I ended up with bone cancer, and it caused all kinds of damage in my hip, and then the doctors did even worse to me.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it really sucks. But because they didn't do anything out of the ordinary, they cut where you would normally cut. I'm just wired different.
Uh-huh. Well,
They
yeah.
cut some nerves and stuff that ruined me. So
Yeah, so I mean, my left hand, I had my bicep separate from my forearm, and the only way to get they said I don't need my bicep, and I said, well, I work on a ranch and I do a lot of physical work. I need all my muscles to work like they're supposed to. He says, well, if we cut, because people are wired different, just like how you said it, I may lose sensitivity or even pressure or touch, or I feel numbness. Well, in the last, I had this done 16 years ago. I think in the last 8 years, I've been losing mobility in my fingers and numbness. And the doctor said, you may lose it, you may not. I'm going, I mean, it's a small thing, but December of 2017, they found a lump on my throat. And for 2 years, and I didn't find out that for some reason, you're right, medical people, if you're not on top of them, you don't question them. I don't know. It's just, they did a job on my throat to get the biopsy, and they screwed it up. And they found out it wasn't malignant. And I went through four biopsies.
oh wow.
Yeah. And then all that money to do what they call an FNA, DNA, molecular, what do they call it? Something to do with DNA, with the chromosomes and all that, to find the DNA of the possible cancer. And that test alone was $100,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I know what you've gone through.
Yeah, I do.
Not everything, but I can only imagine anticipating what you're supposed to make a good decision when they don't have the right answers for you.
I just put a link up.
Where?
You gotta look under your
Messages?
yeah, you missed it.
No, I got it right here.
Did you find it?
Yep. But it says it goes to a previous page.
It says
Not the first.
Oh, here we go. Here it goes. It came up. It finally came up. iPower Gaming Desktop Trace X7 R7 X70 Ryzen second generation, 3.7 gigahertz, 16 gigabytes of RAM, DRAM, 4. Wow. NVIDIA GeForce RTX Windows 64-bit, $1,399.
Yeah, you don't need nothing that big, not when you're just doing schoolwork and streaming.
Yeah. That's nice.
That's close to my system, except the 2 terabytes.
I like it. And that's just the keyboard, the mouse, and the tower? The case?
This is everything. It's a whole complete system.
Wow. And 2 terabytes.
Where do you go? Don't see it now.
What is virtual reality ready? Is that like the 4K or future resolution?
That's where you put the glasses or the mask over your head. And you get virtual reality for gaming. It's pretty cool.
My grandson and his father are really into gaming. They have almost every game you can think of. And the other day they brought home the PS4, and I did what's the game called? Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah, I've got that one.
There's another one right there.
Okay.
So
There's one up here. It's a little cheaper because it's an Acer unit.
So the virtual reality, you put on these glasses. Normally it covers up quite a bit of your face, so it darkens everything. And then you see your game. You see the world that you're in. If you're playing that war game, you're up. You can see the planes going over, dropping bombs. You can look behind you and see the guy behind you. And I mean, it's really cool. It's a 360-degree world.
I think my grandson has that, but he hasn't. I haven't seen it in a while. So. Yeah, I got the one for $689.
You can also use it for.
Yeah, I don't think those decks can do it. I think it has to be a computer, but I'm not positive.
You can also, the computer's capable for it. You still have to buy the unit.
Okay.
But anyways, the virtual reality can be used for Google Earth and a whole bunch of other different programs that uses the virtual reality. You could actually go somewhere in the world and visit them using virtual reality, and zoom down as long as the the satellites allow you.
Wow, amazing.
See,
That could be crazy.
So, what do you think of that $689 one?
That was nice. I like that.
You lose a little bit on it because you got it's still a 64-bit, but you get 8 gigabyte instead of 16 gigabyte. Instead of 2 terabytes, you got 1 terabyte.
That's what I have. That's what I have on this laptop.
Yeah, and then you got the GeForce GTX 1060, which is more than enough. Comes with Windows 10, 60 and a 64-bit system. Orion Intel Core i5. It's an i5.
Well, you know, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try Rich's suggestion about plugging in the hardwired into the modem, and then go from there.
That'll fix it, but you can only watch probably one camera.
Right.
So another option you have is, because you have that Dell discount.
Yeah.
That $400 can mean quite a bit for you for some of the computers that are built into the monitor. So you won't have a computer like that one sitting on your floor. You'll only have the monitor, and it has a computer built into it. And some of those can stream just fine.
See, I used to have one like that. It was a Bio, and that was back in 2009.
Yeah, they've come a long ways. They've got full-size graphic cards in them now.
It was an awesome system until somebody stole it out of my house.
Oh, no.
All we had to do was walk out with the freaking monitor, and they were done. They got the whole thing. They even took the extra hard drives. I had 2 external hard drives and all my photos and everything gone. I didn't have any hard copies of them either.
Yeah, that's what we're afraid of too. We've got boxes and boxes of my parents, my grandparents, when they were taking photos back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. We got movies, and we haven't had time to go through all of them and put them on, some kind of storage or even, put them to the cloud.
Yeah.
Well, a real easy way to save that stuff is if you have just a regular video camera, set it up, print it at the TV. If you've got VCR tapes, play them and just record it that way. What kind of videos do you have? What are they?
They're well, we're going back to the 30s. I mean, my dad's got 8mm, 16mm. We've got high 8. We have video 8. We have now we have most of them. Well, most of the last 5 years we've been putting all our videos and our photographs on our computers, and then we've been sending it to the cloud because we have a cloud storage. So we've been sending them up there and backing them up with a computer that we have down here. So it's the hard copy paper photographs that we have to record all those.
For the 8mm, you can buy for $200 a machine that'll put it on your computer for you. And you just have to play the movies and record it. And then for the photos, just want a medium end camera and just go through picture by picture, but you got to set it up on what's called a copy stand. And all it is a kind of like a tripod, but it's a metal bar that points the camera down. And you can set the pictures down and just keep passing through them. You use a remote control to take the picture, and you can take a couple hundred pictures in an hour really easy.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. There's a cousin of mine. Actually, he's a second cousin. His mom's my first cousin. He is a photographer, all around historian type of person that's kind of geeky on the side of melding old technology with new technology. I should hit him up on it because the other day I was in his classroom last semester, and he was doing a film from his grandfather, which is my dad's brother. And there was a film I never saw before. And I said, hey, you want to shoot me a copy? I said, sure. He made 2 clicks on his computer, looked up my email, and sent it to me. And it's unbelievable how much information he's got and storage he's got at school.
Yeah, that's great. So, Windows 10 has a really neat option. Let me see here. I forget OneDrive. All our computers come with it, and you get a free access to it for the low end. But for $9 a month, you can get 6 terabytes of cloud, and you can share it with a couple different people.
Yeah, I see.
It's a great way of doing it.
Yeah, I see that OneDrive already on my screen.
Yeah, you can set it up to where you give your kids, or if you've got siblings, you can let them have certain parts of it, and then you guys can share pictures between each other's. But the best thing is that you have them up on the cloud. You can access them from phones, other people's computers, Walmart to print pictures. It's a great way of doing it.
Yeah, I see it on my OneDrive now. Page came up. I just clicked it to see it's not signed in, so I'll look at that for sure, because I've got a lot of photographs from my grandfather. I think, and I'm not really sure, but from the 1870s of California, when he was over here working in Arizona too.
Wow, I'd love to see them. You should put a couple up sometime.
Okay, I will.
I've got over 1,000 pictures before 1870.
Wow.
My grandmother was part of the Eastman family that partnered with Kodak. And they were all taking photos and developing. All the ladies were really into it. The main guy, Eastman, he was just a genius with photography. and saved Kodak. He had like 9 or 10 daughters. And there's some really cool pictures of them. These gals had some serious money and spent it on clothes and partying, and the pictures are great to watch. Yeah, I've got so many from my great grandmother. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's you see, my family is both sides of the family, my mom and dad's side of the family. I'm a fourth generation American, but on my mom's side, I'm a first generation. And we all came from one small town in a Mexican city that's really, it's very like almost like a ranch. It was like you call them in Australia, what do they call them, stations? Well, they call them there in Mexico ranchitos, and little ranches. That's what it means. Both my parents' family lineage goes back to that one town. It's called Chorincio, Michoacan, Mexico. And so when I go back there, they start telling me, and they look at me and they say, you know, you look like your uncle this and uncle that, and they start pulling out pictures. And most of these pictures are in the 1870s and 1860s.
That's cool.
Yeah, but they're not very fine quality. What's that?
We're gonna take off, guys.
Okay.
I gotta get this video up, my 1,000 giveaway.
Hey, well, hope it goes well for you. Good luck.
It's not
All right,
going well for me. It's gonna go well for everybody else that wins.
No, I meant making the video.
You know, yeah, it's just a matter of photographing the coins and stuff and doing it. It's just time consuming.
Well, I'll look for it there, Albert.
Oh, you're just here for the giveaway?
No, I'm
That's
here
all.
talking. I'm here talking to you.
That's
I
all.
know I am.
I'm gonna see if I can apply for it. Or leave a comment so I can win.
You should.
All right, guys. Rich, Hector, take off. You're still got your Facebook, YouTube going.
Yeah, I know. I didn't close it
Always
off yet.
listen.
Let's see, let me see if I close it and it happens.